Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie. I'm a full-time trader, mentor in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin, not financial advice, of course. I am having a sale on the Discord. The link is in the description below for the first month. Also, check out my website. Check out the course. There is something there for everyone. It is a solid system. Now is the perfect time to learn. Also, there's a link for these indicators that I'm going to show you today. They are made by Unrekted. Okay, let's get started. All right, the bottom indicator is called the quasi. Imagine that this box you see here, this white area, is a box. These moving averages do not like to be out the top of the box, and they don't like to be out the bottom of the box. They naturally want to move back inside, okay? This upper indicator is based off Bollinger Bands and moving averages that are overlapping each other. I have the background taken out so that it's much more clearer to see. As you can see, we have this lower yellow MA that price is sitting on. We have this upward yellow one. This is a Bollinger Band. The white one, the bottom here, and the white top is a Bollinger Band. Notice the yellow one is about to come out the bottom of the box. Notice that the white and the blue are out the bottom of the box. This means that if we lose the yellow one out the bottom of the box, price can break it to the bottom. As long as they're out the bottom of the box, price cannot break them to the upside. In order to break the white and blue MA, the white and blue MA would have to come back into the box. Okay, it's pretty basic and simple. So as long as they're out the bottom, price cannot break them to the upside. Okay? As long as they're in the box, price cannot break them to the downside. But take notice here. The yellow one is very, very close to coming out the bottom of the box. Let's go up to the 2-week. Notice that the blue is very, very close to coming out the bottom of the box. That means that on the 2-week time frame, if it comes out the bottom, price is going to lose this MA and be able to dump. On the 2-week. On the weekly, it is the yellow that has been holding us. It is very close to coming out. Let's look at the 4-day. The 4-day, the only MA that is inside the box is red. Red is way down here at $13,000. Notice the white MA price has not been able to get above it because white is out the bottom of the box. We cannot close a 4-day candle above white until it comes back into the box. Let's move down to the 2-day. The 2-day, every color is out the bottom except white has ticked back inside. Notice that price is just recently been able to break white. But all of these above it are resistance because they are out the bottom. As soon as white moved back in, that is when we were able to break it. Okay, now obviously price isn't doing a very good job of that and going to the upside at the moment, but let's take a look. White is coming out and every single one is out the bottom on the daily. Price can soon break this white one. It can break it now. These MAs above it are resistance because why? They are out the bottom of the box. White is curled to the downside and is coming out. Okay? That is how these indicators work. So what I was saying is very soon here, we will be able to dump. Okay, unless we move to the upside significantly. All right, let's go up to the 2-day again. Let's talk about some counts. The WXY. The only way that this blue WXY is going to happen is if we pivot to the upside. Okay. Now, what it can do is make a 3-wave move. This becomes W or A. Depending on how high this gets, if it can get to the 618, we can call it B or X. And then we will be giving this leg a partner if this makes a 3-wave move. Okay, let's put on our most likely down to this level. Okay. On the bullish side of things, if it can't pivot and make an impulse wave here, then we would have a 5-wave move and we could potentially be on our way to end this bear market. Okay. The minute that we break this low, that's not going to happen. Okay. Let's talk about this count. This count is assuming that we still could potentially be coming from over here with an A, B, C. The C wave can come very deep to the 2.236 at $9,900. But it can also be shallow, more shallow to the 1.618. Okay. We won't know if it's this ABC, okay, based on this white 5-wave move. We won't know. That is the honest truth until we see how we pivot. The more likely scenario here, and what we would hope for, is that we're creating the yellow A, B, C. It can be over right here, but we're going to have to pivot in a 5-wave move. Again, same scenario. If we make a 3-wave move, this turns into B or X, and we will give this leg a partner, just like the WXY. Okay? If we don't pivot now and we roll over in a 5-wave move, it can be a deeper C wave for the yellow one, or it's creating this white 3rd wave. We will not know until we see if we pivot in 3 waves or we pivot in 5 waves. Okay, if we roll over, again, we have to wait and see. Do we make 3 to get past this order block? Or do we pivot in 5 and we could potentially on our way out of the bear market? Okay. We're going to have to wait and see what this does, whether it pivots here, okay, or it rolls over. All right, let's move down to the lower time frames and talk about what's going on down here. We have the potential that we have created a 5-wave move here, and that this is pulled back for either a wave 2 or a B wave, which means that we can either pivot in a 3rd, 4th, 5th, or it could simply be A, B, C and never get above here, or it tries to push up to the 2nd level. But it would still be a 3-wave move if it cannot make it past here. We need to see a 3, 4, 5. Okay? Let's get in a little closer here. We've had this move to the upside. This could be an overextended flat. Now, it's very overextended. But taking a look at ETH in the same area, it definitely was not overextended and only hit the 1.618. This is very much a flat on ETH. But Bitcoin, it got overzealous and very high. If we are going to use this leg as a move to the upside and potential 5-wave move or 3, we don't want to break this bottom. Okay? Now, that is the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario, and there's 2 here, is that this is a 5-wave move. This is going to pull back in 3, not be able to get over this resistance, and this becomes a 1 and a 2, and we head downwards to make this a 1 and a 2. Okay, so it'd be a 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the first bearish option, that we do not break this high. The second bearish option is that it gets a little more complex. It makes a 3-wave move that comes up and breaks the high. This becomes a connector. Then it uses this leg. Okay. Let me redo that. I'm sorry. Comes up, breaks the high, and then we get this partner leg. Becomes a connector. Then it uses this leg, but it doesn't break this high. Then this becomes 1 and 2. Okay? Now, there's one more scenario left. Unfortunately, there is. And that is where this becomes much more complex and gets drawn out. Where this creates a 3, then we get this move, and it either becomes this one's partner, and there's our 4th wave, or it gets much more complex than that, and it comes to the downside, then we get this one's partner. Okay? It can get very complex and go very much more sideways. But the main thing we want to see here is that we hold this low, okay, and that we pivot to the upside to give this potential 5-wave move a 3rd wave or a partner leg. On the flip side, bearish, we never get past this high, and this is 5 waves. It just pulls back, and down we go. Okay? Short and sweet, guys. That's pretty much the gist of it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.